One of the main problems we have is that we have 44 sounds in the English language. However, we only have 26 letters in the alphabet. But English has come up with ways to sort out these problems, as you will learn. I will talk about the limitations and complexities in the English language, and I will briefly talk about the solutions we can find to these limitations. Limitation number 1. Letters can make more than one sound. For instance, the letter C can make the K sound, as in cat or cot, and the S sound, as in scent or pencil, and even the Sh sound occasionally, as in the word crucial. Luckily, there are normally reasons why sometimes letters make one sound or another sound, and we can learn these rules and patterns to help us read these letters successfully. Limitation number 2. We have letters that, when together, make a new sound. For instance, when we have the letter C and the letter H together, they normally team up to make the ch sound, as in chat or church. Also, the letters T and H, when they go together, they team up to make a new sound, such as the voice th, as in the word this or that, or the voice th, as in the word thing or thick. This is one of the genius ways in which the language has sorted out the problem of having more sounds than letters. Limitation number 3. Different sounds can be represented in different ways. For instance, the S sound can be represented by the letter S, but sometimes, as we've learned before, is represented by the letter C. Another example is the F sound that can be represented and normally is represented by the letter F, but sometimes, less often, but sometimes is represented by the letters P and H, as in phone, or even by the letters G and H, as in laugh. Limitation number 4. Silent letters. Sometimes letters can be silent in English. Normally, there's a reason for them to be silent, but we need to learn why this happens and when it happens. A very popular example of this is the magic key, which occurs at the end of words and signals the previous vowel to say its name rather than making its short sound. This is why we read these words like this: make, take, time, rather than make, take, or time. Limitation number 5. Exceptions and irregularities. Of course, there are exceptions and irregularities. These exceptions actually talk about the history of the language and how it evolved into the language it is right now. The good thing that I've noticed with these exceptions in the English language is that they follow patterns, and we humans love patterns. They really help us stick things in our long-term memory. For instance, you can learn about the letter H not making a sound and being silent in the words when, why, where, why, all at the same time rather than separately. Seeing the same pattern in all of these words will truly facilitate your child's job. So, while the fundamentals of learning to read with phonics are easy, the layers of complexity that the English language presents, or any language, each language with its own set of difficulties, also mean that there needs to be a well-thought order and a structure if you want to be successful at teaching a child to read with phonics. This video is a fragment of a longer video in the Learning Reading Hub channel. Click on the suggested video below to watch it, or find the link in the video description.